Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of the Capitalize Your Best podcast. We're here to help you capitalize on what you do best to grow your revenue. My name is Gordon Duncan. I'm the owner and founder of Capitalize Marketing and Consulting. And this is our Wednesday podcast where we focus on business, we focus on marketing, we focus on growth. We're here to help you. We also have a Monday podcast that's called This Is Going to Hurt. That's part of the Capitalize Your Best Life program that focuses on making it better you personally. Wednesday here, we talk business, marketing, and all the fun things that go with that. Let me jump right in. I have been a huge proponent lately of massive content multiplication and spending one day a week planning that content out. And this past week, we reached a brand new mark for us. We went into this week with over 250 pieces of content already scheduled across all of our platforms. That's on 5 different social media platforms and multiple pages, personal pages, and groups. We're really excited to hit this mark because we know that's what's necessary to get the Capitalize Your Best message out there. Now, on top of that 250 pieces of content, we'll still be publishing daily and with stories. So this week alone, we should hit somewhere around 350 pieces of content, which are not random, they're not scattered, they're not spray and pray. They're part of a strategic plan to get the Capitalize Your Best message out there. And so it's taken a while. We've built it. We used to do about 100 pieces of content a week, and then we built and built. But we started this week with 250 pieces of scheduled content, and then I'm doing daily content on top of that. And we found a way to do it manageably with my life and my schedule. And that's something that's really important for us to help you guys with. So we're going to do that in 2 ways. I'm going to break down our 30 pieces of content strategy here, and then I want to invite you to the September 23rd Capitalize Marketing Lab at 2 p.m. here in Fredericksburg, where we're going to go deep dive and teach you how to do the 30 pieces of content strategy. So, what is the 30 pieces of content strategy? Excuse me, let me explain it to you. The basis of this is that you write out 30 pieces of content that speak to your messaging. And then what you do is you actually get this written out in a piece of paper. And to read these 30 pieces of content, if you read them out loud, it should be less than 30 seconds. Okay. So, for example, in the real estate industry, we wrote out 30 separate strategies that the real estate industry can do to grow their presence, leads, and revenue. And we wrote that out and we got it, and they were very consistent. They had a consistent pattern, a consistent flow, and a consistent call to action. Now, what we did with those 30 pieces of content, right at that point in time, it's just words. What we then did is we created graphics to go along with each one of them. So we hopped into Canva, got 30 different pictures of me. We had a template, they all looked the same. And then we put out the points of those 30 pieces of content. We then recorded videos from those same 30 pieces of content to have those ready to go. Now you can see already these 30 pieces of content are multiplying over and over and over again. We can use the copy individually for posts. We can use that copy for emails. We can use that copy then for graphics, and then we use that copy then for videos. So all of a sudden that 30 pieces of content turns into 120 pieces of content. And they work intermingled because when I post the videos, I take the copy and I put that below. And I'm putting those videos everywhere. Those videos then go on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, they go in LinkedIn, they go in Blue Sky, they go in individual groups. And then all of a sudden you can see the strategy here. I've got 30 pieces of marketing advice for a real estate agent. I've got it written out. That is a copy for a post. It's an email. It then becomes copy for a graphic. It then becomes copy for a video, and then I multiply where that goes over and over and over again. And so about every other month, I create another 30 pieces of copy with a target audience. We've done that for real estate agents. We've done that for just general marketing advice. We've done it for the Capitalize Your Best Life program, and we do it over and over and over again. And then I repurpose this content in various ways. And so you can see just with 30 pieces of wisdom, marketing strategy, Just those alone, if I just did one thing with them, which would be copy, email, graphic, video, that alone is 120 pieces of content. But they're intermingled, they're across multiple platforms, and I'm growing them every single month, every other month. So that way, when I get started at the beginning of a week and I have scheduled that content out through Meta, through LinkedIn, through TikTok, and various other platforms that allow me to schedule, I've got hundreds of pieces of content that are teaching the capitalize your best approach, going out across all the platforms, just showing the algorithm what we can do. And then I'm creating daily content on top of that. And if you make this a habit and a pattern, you can really just blow up the algorithms. You can blow up your presence. You will be everywhere. And then at some point in time, you're gonna be like, oh, here's a new place for me to be. For example, your LinkedIn business page, they just now have allowed us to start scheduling there. So I schedule content on my personal LinkedIn page. I schedule content over on the Capitalize Your Best business page, but LinkedIn groups don't allow you to schedule there yet. So now daily, I'm going to go put content in the groups that I'm a part of. Over on Facebook, I put content on our business page. I put content on the groups that I manage. And then I do my personal page live each week. I don't do business on my personal page. There, I vary it up with other pieces of content for my personal brand. And we've talked about personal brand building over and over and over again. Real quick on that, my personal brand is running, coffee, family, pop culture, and marketing. So over on my personal Facebook page, you get a variety of that. But over on Capitalized Marketing, you get business marketing advice, right? And so what you do is you start out with 30 pieces of content where you are being the expert that you are. And then all of a sudden it becomes a post, an email, a graphic, a video, and then they all work together. Then you find the platforms to be on, then you schedule them, and then that way your week begins with that content, and then you post on top of it. Now, this seems like a lot. It sounds easy, but it really, really works. And if you create this content every month or every other month, then you have a leg up on showing who you are on social media and then speaking to your target audience. Now, this may seem like a lot. I want you to listen to this video over and over again. I want you to reach out to me if you have any questions. But more importantly, if you're in the Fredericksburg area, I would like for you to come work with us September 23rd. We're going to do a capitalized marketing lab, 30 pieces of content to transform your marketing. We're going to do deep dive on this. So from 2 to 3, I'm going to teach this approach. It's going to be an hour-long seminar. Then I want you to bring your phone, your laptop, and tablet. Please bring all of those. Be sure to bring your laptop as well, because then between 3 and 4, I'm going to help you actually create this content. We're actually going to get deep dive on it. That's why there's only 8 people allowed to this. And for the back to school special, this whole thing is free. So join us. Now, we're going to be at the Out of the Box co-working space in the conference room. That is directly across from the FredNat Stadium. If you need directions, let me know. It's 1201 Ashford Circle. Reach out to me directly. I only have space for 8. I think 2 seats are already taken. For back to school, it's absolutely free, okay? But if you will join us on September 23rd at 2 p.m., from 2 to 3, I'm going to show you how to do this. From 3 to 4, I'm going to help you do it yourself. And I'm going to give you the tools and resources that will get you there. But I'm telling you, friends, this approach is transformative. It will absolutely change the way you do marketing. It's going to help you break into the algorithm. It's going to help you speak to your target audience, and it will transform your business, bring you leads, and grow your revenue. So, friends, listen to this over and over and over again. If you have questions, let me know. I'm going to put the registration link to the Capitalized Marketing Lab in the show notes. Hit that, or definitely reach out to me if you'd like to attend. This month it's free. It's normally $30. I can't wait to see you guys. Let's create content that we can multiply, that we can schedule, and that we can get leads and grow revenue. I can't wait to see you guys on the 23rd, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.